bunch of lazy bums, right? All right, so today's workout, I'm gonna use the interval timer again. So like I was saying, you can get this at gymboss.com or you can get it on Amazon, or if you don't want to do any of that business, on your phone. I mean, I only have an iPhone, so I don't know how other like phones work with apps and stuff, but there's tons of apps on there for interval timers. Just search interval timer, boxing timer, something like that, and you'll be able to find it. And it's just a fun way to mix up your workouts, because sometimes like counting reps gets a little bit old, and it, you know, I'm all about mixing it up, you know, varying things however you want to do. So a great way to do it is with interval timing. So today we're going to do intervals right now to start off with 20 seconds of work and 10 seconds of rest. So it's like a traditional like tabata protocol basically, and for that you would do 8 rounds, but we're only going to do 5 because I want to do a couple different things. So I got it set for 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest. The first exercise is going to be plank jacks. So we're gonna do a high plank and then come out with our feet like a jumping jack basically. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do 2 full rounds just so you can see what it looks like, but you would actually do 5. All right, here we go. So I'm coming out just like this. So this is a chance for me to build a lot of endurance while I'm holding plank. Obviously, plank is great for so many different things. Working your core is one of the most, you know, well known, but it actually hits a ton of upper body muscles as well. All right, so then I would rest for 10 seconds. Obviously, there's not much time to rest with 10 seconds. Pretty much just gonna hang out here for a second, get right back into it. Here we go. So what I do is I focus on when I land, I'm staying in good plank. I'm not like sagging down like that. I'm really focusing on just keeping my core tight and stable. All right, so I just did 2 full rounds and you would do 5, and then you would be done with that one. So the second one is gonna also be for 5 rounds. It's gonna be a squat to press. So obviously full body move. You can do this with dumbbells, kettlebells, barbell, whatever. You just want to load weight on your shoulder, get a really good squat in, and press it at the top. So one of my favorite, you know, full body exercises. As you can see, I'm already out of breath from the plank jacks and from talking. So let me just rest for a quick second, gather. Okay. I also just did my personal workout, so that doesn't help at all. All right, so squat to press. It's gonna be 5 rounds. I'm gonna do 2. Load them right on my shoulders and come down and then straight up. If you can aim to hit your elbows to your knees with the dumbbells, that's awesome. Breathe at the top. 10-second break. So I'll do the second round holding the bells like this. Either one is going to be completely fine, just working different parts of your shoulder, holding it in a different position. All right, so I'm like this, and right like that. One of the best ways to work your core too is pushing heavy objects overhead. All right. So that's what 2 of 5 rounds looks like. So for the next Tabata thing we're gonna do is, it's gonna be 3 rounds of a 30-second interval with a 15-second rest. So let me just reset my timer for that, and I'll show you what the exercise is gonna be. So also, you guys, like, if you wanna do this, you know, counting reps, obviously, do that. Don't feel like you have to do this time thing, but sometimes it kind of just helps you take your mind off of what you're doing a little. Well, I mean, you want to be focused on what you're doing, but you know what I mean. All right, so what we're gonna do is 3 mountain climbers, come up into a split squat jump, go back down for 3 mountain climbers, come up on the other foot for a split squat jump. I'll show you what it looks like. I'll show you what it looks like from the first round this way, and then I'll turn this way just so you can see the angle on it. All right, so I'm starting down in the mountain climber. I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3, come up. 1, 2, 3, I'm on my other leg, come up. 1, 2, 3, come up. land soft. Oh, good times. Yeah, you're gonna love that one. All right, I'll show you what it looks like from this side. 15-second break. Those are killer, you guys. Quads. I feel like for me personally, quads are a weak point, and those really burn out my quads big time. So, woo, have a great time with that one. So, like, a lot of people that are trying to like get fit, lose weight, all this kind of stuff, feel like, I gotta do more cardio. I gotta do more cardio. They feel like they gotta like go running for, you know, an hour, even though they hate running, or do the elliptical, or do the treadmill, blah, 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 blah. Tell you what, this is the best way to get your cardio in, because you're not only working your heart, you're working your tons of muscle groups. You're getting up and down off of the ground. You're doing functional exercises in life. So that's how I get my cardio pretty much. All right, so your second move for the 30-15 time period, 3 rounds again, it's gonna be a side lunge like that and a bicep curl. And then I'll hit the other side, bicep curl. So just come around this side, get a better angle on it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start it up. You can see what it looks like from each side. Okay, so I keep the bells like right here when I go down. I come up, then they're already set. Let me get over further so I don't hit that thing. Come up, curl it out. This is not working out for me space-wise. And you can vary your curls. You know, you can bring it a little more outside. You can keep them in the center and do like a hammer curl. You got 3 rounds of it, so feel free to, you know, vary those curls and do different angles with it. All right. Just remember when you do that side lunge to keep your toes pointed forward so your knees are tracking correctly. Come up, bring it up here. I think a lot of people get real lazy with this one, and they kind of tend to get really sloppy. So pay attention to what you're doing. I mean, that goes for everything, obviously. But this is an easy one to kind of like mess up and get really bad body position, you know, dropping your chest and all that kind of stuff. I see a lot of this stuff going on out there, which is not awesome. Woo, so I did 2, you're gonna do 3, sorry. You're gonna do 3 and that'll be awesome. Definitely by the end of round 3, your biceps are gonna be burning, and right here on your legs is gonna be burning. All right, final thing is gonna actually be not timed. I just wanna work on this with you. So I have these here in my living room, little like footrest things. Maybe if you have like a stable kitchen chair or something, look around your house and see what you got. Sometimes you have more than you think you have, but I wanted to do something where you do like a step up, and it doesn't necessarily have to be this high. You know, it could be higher, it could be lower, you know, kind of like whatever's gonna work for you. It's gonna be obviously stable too. So what I would do is step up with my left foot, knee, come back into a backwards lunge. I'm stepping up with my left foot again, power knee, backwards lunge. So this is a ton of balance, which is crucial for all of us, because I don't know about you guys, but I have to keep up on my balance because the older I get, the more I seem to kind of be unstable. So as we get older, we know that, you know, how many people do you know that fall, hurt their shoulders, hurt their hips, you know, all that kind of stuff. So try to do 8 reps on one leg and 8 reps on the other one. I'll show you what this one looks like. So don't get confused with it, because I know maybe watching it and doing it is like kind of 2 different things, but step up with this leg, knee with the other leg. I'm gonna come down here. This one is gonna go into a backwards lunge. So, I mean, when I do this myself, I just stay on the same leg for reps, because if I was to do alternating, I would get super confused. I'd get all kinds of frustrated. Obviously, feel free to add weights to this. You can hold a weight here, you can hold weights, you know, by your side. That all depends on, you know, how high your box is too. So you are gonna do 8 on each leg. Pair it up with, very last thing, flipping it over, using your box to do a plank, and you go for hip touches, just like this. And you would do 8 of these on each side for a total of 16. Just keep rotating side to side, stabilizing with the one arm, you know, that's tricky. If you want to do something a little bit more advanced, you could do like a knee, a hand to knee, tons of options. So, all right, this will all be written out. I know it's kind of like different format, but I thought it was pretty fun myself, so have fun with it. I'm sweating buckets just doing that little bit, and obviously I was out of breath like this whole video, so I'm sure you guys will be too. Have fun, have a strong day, kick ass at life.